just ignore them.
Well, I'm saying me.
But
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from Monroe High School Stadium in the season finale of the USLW Southern Conference South Atlantic Division. After a 30-minute delay because of the heat wave that's going on North Carolina, FCC, the home team, will be facing Charlotte Independence in their last match in this season. Both teams haven't had the best season. FCC has only won 2 games, and they arrived to this game with 5 defeats in a row, wanting, of course, to finish in a strong note with a victory today against Charlotte Independence. Both teams can't, of course, qualify for the playoffs. Charlotte Independence comes with a really irregular season on 4 victories and 6 defeats. They haven't scored a lot, but they also haven't conceded that much goals. They've lost some important matches that, of course, enable them to compete. Here's the team comparison, thanks to the director Lautaro Bernadette. Of course, both teams play 11 matches. Like we say, FCC has 2 victories and 9 defeats. Meanwhile, Charlotte won 4 games, they lost 6, and they tied 1. FCC has only scored 4 goals in 2 games. In those 2 games, they were the 2 games that they managed to win. Meanwhile, Charlotte scored 14 of them. This is the biggest thing that FCC has to improve. The goals that they conceded, 24. Meanwhile, Charlotte only has 16. And of course, the goal difference is really big. FCC has minus 20 and Charlotte has minus 4.
oh no, I see what you're saying.
We are waiting for the teams. We are waiting for the refs to come to start of the game. And of course, this delay is gonna affect the later game of the FCC in the USL2 against NC Fusion. And of course, if you're watching the game live on FCC's YouTube channel, please subscribe and help the channel grow. We are currently sitting on 121 subscribers, and it will really help out the club if you manage to subscribe and keep in touch with everything. The field today, perfect as usual. These are the standings of the South Atlantic Division. NC Courage already qualified for the playoffs of the USLW. Wake FC and Nashville City are the followers who could qualify, but they need to be one of the best second teams in the Southern Conference. After that, NC Fusion and Charlotte Independence with 13 points, obviously not able to qualify. On the 6th position, Greenville Liberty, and on the bottom, FCC with only 6 points, with only 2 victories. It's gonna be important for the team coached by Josh Kremers to win today in order to at least reach Greenville with those 9 points. We are hopefully 6 minutes away from kickoff, and
some time after the
it's as good moments as any to go on to see the players who are gonna start out this match. And of course, we have to start with FCC, with the team coached by Josh Kremers, who for today's game is gonna do 2 substitutions from last match where they lost 3-0 against NC Courage. This is the lineup. The goalkeeper will be Laura Vogt. Then, number 4, Josie Stuther. 5, Kaylee Havens. 7, Juliana Viera. 8, Shannon Stuther. Number 9, Caroline Palmer. 10, Janet Filson. 13, Aileen Woodings. 15, Martina Cordova. 19, Ashton Brooks. And 21, Naroa Domenech. From the last match, Domenech and Woodings come in. Mia Dixie and Regan Culver will be in the substitute bench. Of course, we have to go with the away team. We have to see how Charlotte Independence wants to finish the season. Also, 2 substitutions. The goalkeeper will be Madison Howard. Number 2, Nicole Poole. 4, Isabel Aguilar. Number 7, Manuela Baptista Felipe. Number 12, Aiden Yates. 14, Kennedy Jones. 18, Sydney Smith. 21, Caroline Peters. Number 22, Marie-Lise Greer. Number 23, Kerry Kaufman, and 24, Chentai Warnes. That's the lineup from their last match, their 1-0 defeat against NC Fusion. Kennedy Jones and Manuela Baptista Felipe come in. Jenna Butler and Kendall Lauer will not be in today's game. It's also a good moment to see the substitutes from both teams. FCC will have Kiara Copin, Aika Tobaru, Regan Culver, Miranda Moorhouse, Olivia Onhallon, Mia Dixie, and Julia Hayes. Meanwhile, Charlotte Independence will have the substitutes with Samantha Whittaker, Serena Spake, Tori Paul, Julia Greer, and Elizabeth Navola. Those are the players from both teams that are going to start on today's game. The officials, the first ref is going to be Colin Ashley. Their assistants will be Gavin Pilato and Leandre Douglas, and the fourth official is going to be Roberto Rodriguez. What do we have to take in mind when we're talking about FCC and Charlotte Independence? Well, first of all, this is going to be their second match this season. Their first match on the 27th of May. Charlotte being the home team and winning by 3-0 thanks to the goals of Rebecca Webb, Manuela Baptista Felipe, and Serena Spade. Manuela will be on the starting 11 today, looking to score once again. And of course, FCC wanting to score. And keep in mind that when FCC scores, they always manage to win. Here come the players. FCC wearing red, Charlotte Independence wearing white. The match is just about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams, of course, lining up. And now, what should happen is the presentation from the announcer of both teams. And here comes the presentation of FCC. Let's go over the lineup of FCC quickly to see how it goes, because Josh Kramer keeps his usual lineup. 4 defenders, Cordova, Haven, Stutter, and Viera. Stutter, with a remarkable record, she has played every single minute available for FCC this season. In the midfield, 2 defensive midfielders, Domenech and Stutter. Meanwhile, 3 offensive midfielders, Wooding and Palmer on the sides, and the fields, and Jeanette as the main midfielder. And then only 1 striker, number 19, there you had it, Ashton Brooks. Now, it's moment for the national anthem of the United States. That was the national anthem of the United States of America. Now, the usual greeting between the teams and the officials, and the match is just about to start. I haven't had the chance, but let's go over once again over the lineup of Charlotte Independence, because there's going to be 4 defenders, Poole, Kaufman, Smith, and Greer, then 3 midfielders, Baptista, Felipe, and Peters on the sides, and Joe as the central midfielder, then 2 wingers, Yates and Aguilar, and the central striker, it's gonna be number 24, Chentai Warnes. It's gonna be a really interesting game, seeing both lineups going with a lot of midfielders. One would suppose that it's gonna be a disputed match in the midfield, so we'll have to wait and see who's gonna come out stronger than others. Now, of course, to see which team takes the kickoff and which one selects the side. There was Havens. And I would believe FCC is going to be in charge of the kickoff. Meanwhile, Charlotte Independence is going to stay on the right side of your screens. Once again, thanks so much to all of you who are watching the game live on FCC's YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe to help the channel grow. And we're just about to start a last minute pep talk from the coaches wanting to finish the season in the best way possible. Meanwhile, the assistant referees going to check the goals. After that, they're gonna stay in their places. And we're just about to start this wonderful game here at Monroe High School Stadium. Charlotte coming back up. FCC doing the same. And in just 2 minutes, FCC and Charlotte Independence will be facing each other. There you have it, folks. FCC getting ready to start off the game. Ashton Brooks ready to do the kickoff. Meanwhile, the players of Charlotte Independence deciding to have one last pep talk between them, you know, to boost their morale and be ready for this last match of the season. Everyone's getting ready. Everyone has waited long enough to see the match between FCC and Charlotte Independence. Copley Ashley checking with his assistants, checking his watch. He blows his whistle, and we are on, ladies and gentlemen. FCC and Charlotte Independence playing the season finale of the South Atlantic Division. Here comes Viera. Juliana towards the midfield, looking for Filson. It's a recovery by Smith. Sydney plays alongside Greer. Now towards the center, the recovery by Filson, who plays with Brooke. Ashton with Viera. Juliana going back now towards number 5. Here comes Kelly Havens. Kelly going forward with Jeanette Filson. Filson with Domenech. Naroa playing with Stutter. Stutter with Havens, and Havens with Woodings. Eileen playing long towards Cordova, but Martina isn't able to reach the ball in time. Charlotte Independence then wins the ball with a throw-in that number 2, Nicole Poole, is just about to do. There goes the throw-in. It's a good control, but an even better recovery by Stutter. There was a good pass from Naroa, dominate to Janet Filson. Filson plays with Woodings. Eileen with the cross. Good blockage by Nicole Poole. And Madison Howard wasn't able to stop the ball from coming out. It's going to be a corner kick for FCC at the start of the match. Janet Filson, I would dare to say, the best player, or if you don't want to be so comparative, one of the best players of FCC this season so far. Really, a key player in the offensive game of FCC. Here comes the cross. It's sent out. Good clearance by Charlotte. It's a throw-in then for FCC. There goes the throw-in. Oh no, the bad control. I talked so good about Jeanette. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a goal kick. Unfortunately for FCC, luckily for Charlotte. Madison Howard playing with Sydney Smith. Sydney taking the ball towards the right with Greer. It's a long pass, and it's gonna be a recovery by number 4, Josie Stutter. Back to Laura Bogt, the Swiss goalkeeper of FCC. Here comes Kelly Havens. Havens, the captain, going with number 15. Here comes Martina Cordova. Good dribbling and good pass towards Brooks. Ashton with Domenech with a long pass towards Woodings. Once again, Eileen. Good dribbling. She has to go back. She does a cross. It's a good one. The shot! And it got blocked. Once again, the shot from Viera. And an easy catch by Madison Howard. It's a good start for FCC. So far, they've had the best situations in the game. But we're only 3 minutes in. Here comes Kaufman. Carey with the pass. The header by Cordova, and FCC wins the ball once again. Throw-in. Here comes Martina with the throw-in. Right there in the midfield. Good recovery by Ashton Brooks. But seems like there was a foul from Ashton, giving a free kick to Charlotte Independence right there. A foul against number 21, Caroline Peters. It's gonna be a long ball from Madison Howard towards the midfield. The header by Domenech. Woodings back to Stader. Josie lost the ball. And now, finally, Woodings gave the ball towards Jones. Jones back to Smith. Smith with Greer. Good recovery here by Caroline Palmer. Caroline towards the center. The shot by Shannon Filson got blocked. Ashton Brooks with the header, and it's gonna be an easy catch for Madison Howard yet again. I'm gonna repeat myself on this one, but it's a strong beginning from Josh Kramer's team. Smith with a long pass. There's no one there who could control it. Throw in for FCC. Juliana Viera ready to do it. The pass towards Caroline Palmer. Caroline looking for Ashton Brooks. It's a really long pass. Ashton isn't able to catch it. And now Marilise Greer with the throw-in towards Peters. The appearance from Uruguayan left back Juliana Viera, who sent it out. Once again, a throw-in for Charlotte. There goes Peters. Caroline ready to do it. There goes the throw-in back to her. The long pass, Juliana Viera with the recovery. Once again, FCC with the ball. Domenech with the recovery. Domenech looking for Viera on the left. Juliana to the center to Caroline Palmer. Caroline fights for the ball. She gives her to Ashton Brooks. Back to Stader. And it was a good intention. They tried to do a through ball, but Kaufman was ready to intervene. Here comes Howard with Smith. Sydney towards Greer. Greer with a long pass. The recovery. The clearance by Juliana Viera. Ashton Brooks with the control. Good work by Ashton. And here comes Janet Filson. Janet towards Woodings. Eileen with the shot. It went over the bar. And it's a goal kick once again for Charlotte. We haven't seen anything from Charlotte Independence on the offensive so far. A good defensive game from them, but the pressure of FCC so far has been proven to work. Here comes on the right, number 21, Peters. Good pass here towards the attacker of good cross, and Laura Vogt with the catch. It was a good situation, the very first situation of Charlotte Independence on the attack now. It was number 12, Yates, who crossed the ball looking for Warnes. Finally, Laura with the catch. Juliana Viera looking for Caroline Palmer. The clearance there. And a throw-in for FCC. There goes the ball. Shannon Filson with the control. Back to Juliana. Viera has to play back. Stutter with Kaylee Havens. Kaylee coming, taking her time, dribbling back to number 4, Josie Stutter. Be careful here, Josie. She goes with Juliana Viera on the left. Juliana towards the center with Janet Filson. Filson with Caroline Palmer. And here comes FCC once again. Caroline tried to went through Smith. She couldn't do it. Now Smith plays with Greer. This was a good intention from Charlotte Independence, looking for Yates once again. But Stutter, Josie came first and recovered. She lost it. She lost it, and here comes Charlotte Independence for the first goal of the match. Good cross, the shot! The save by Laura Vogt. They lost it, and number 4, Isabel Aguilar, had the goal. Laura Vogt with the save. It's a great match so far, and here comes Naroa Domenech trying to make a counterattack. Caroline Palmer with Vieira. The cross looking for Brooks, the header, and the save by Madison Howard. 8 minutes, and the best situation of the match was just wasted by Charlotte Independence. I think I'm being a little bit hard. It was a good play that didn't end up in a goal thanks to Laura Vogt, who made an incredible save. Laura Vogt, who so far has been a really important player for FCC, who has had many amazing saves. Starter plays back with Laura, the Swiss goalkeeper, to Kaylee Havens, the captain. Kaylee going forwards with Shannon Stutter. Shannon towards the right, the recovery. And there goes Warnes looking for Aguilar once again. Isabel lost it. Good defending by Kaylee Havens. And a throw-in for Charlotte. Here comes Nicole Poole with the throw-in, looking for Manuela Baptista Felipe. Good work there by Martina Cordova, who was able to make the ball bounce off the attacker. And so FCC recovers it with this throw-in. Martina, Nicole Poole with the recovery. Here comes Warnes towards the center with Manuela. And the dribbling didn't went through, but here comes Yates. The rebound went towards Martina Cordova. And here comes Woodings. Woodings to Filson. Filson back to Woodings. Eileen fighting for the ball, keeping it and playing forward. Back towards Cordova. Cordova once again with Domenech. And now the passes from FCC are great so far. On the left side, they have more space. And so Juliana Vieira takes the ball to Caroline Palmer. Palmer back to Juliana. Vieira looking for Ashton Brooks. Good control by Ashton. In short with Caroline. Palmer. Palmer back to Brooks. Ashton to the center looking for Jeanette Filson. The clearance by Smith. And FCC has a throw-in near the box of Charlotte. 10 minutes. 35 more to go. Caroline Palmer. The cross by Caroline. There's no one there. The ball goes out. And Charlotte Independence has a throw-in. These are the substitutes of FCC. Chiara Coppin, Aika Tovaru, Regan Culver, Miranda Moorhouse, Olivia O'Halloran, Mia Dixie, and Julia Hayes. The coach, Josh Kremers, can make them go in whenever he feels like it. The ball towards the center, the clearance by Jones. And here comes Peters. Peters back to the goalkeeper, Madison Howard. These are the substitutes of Charlotte Independence. Samantha Whittaker, Serena Speck, Tori Paul, Julia Greer, and Elizabeth Nabola. Towards the center with Warnes. Warnes tried to reach for Aguilar. They couldn't do it, and a throw-in. Cordova with Domenech. Domenech with Havens. Kelly decides to go back with the goalkeeper, Laura Vogt. So far, the main reason as to why the game is still 0-0. She made an incredible save against Isabel Aguilar. Kelly Havens. Havens towards the center. Now towards the right. Woodings wasn't able to keep the ball. Cordova plays it back to Laura Vogt once again. Almost 12 minutes. Right now, it's anyone's game. Good pass towards the forward. Back to Stutter. Stutter with Janet Filson. Filson looking for Caroline on the left. Palmer to Brooks. Ashton back to Naroa Domenech. Domenech tried to play on the left with Vieira. The clearance by Smith. And it goes back to Martina Cordova. Martina towards Domenech. Naroa. Naroa back to the left back from Chile. Martina. Cordova towards the center. She couldn't pass it. Good recovery. Good pressure by Manuela Baptista Felipe. And here comes number 7. Manuela playing towards the right side. Here comes Yates. Yates looks for Aguilar. An offside position from Isabel. The assistant referee number 1, Gavin Pilato, raised his flag, and it's a free kick for FCC. Kaylee Havens. Let's see what she does. She plays towards the left side with Juliana Vieira. Juliana back to Naroa. Good recovery, and here comes Charlotte. Yates with the opportunity towards Aguilar. The pass towards Warnes. It's a really long one, but Warnes is gonna make it. She's gonna do a cross. Here comes the cross. It went out, and it's a goal kick for FCC. It was a good play, a good recovery. But when Aguilar tried to play with Warnes, the pass went far away. It didn't left. Shantai on a good position to finish the play that they were able to build. It's a goal kick for Laura Vogt as we reach and 50 minutes of the game. Kaylee Havens towards the center. Aileen Woodings back to Josie Stader. Long pass, Ashton Brooks. Back. The play with Josie. Josie with Naroa. Dominic. Dominic with a really long pass. That's an easy recovery. A turnover. Charlotte independence once again. Kerry Kaufman. Kerry towards the midfield with Jones back to Kaufman. And now Jones with Smith. Smith with Greer. Marilise back to Smith. Sydney with the pass towards the midfield, but they lost it. It was a good pressure, good defense by FCC. Recover the ball with this throw-in that Juliana Vieira is about to do. Juliana Vieira with the throw-in. Caroline Palmer tried to have it, but she couldn't. Smith plays back to Howard. Madison with Kerry Kaufman. Now, Charlotte Independence being able to create a little bit more. Manuela Baptista Felipe with Greer. Greer back to Smith. Sydney, who plays in short with Peters. Peters back to Baptista Felipe, and here comes Manuela with a long pass looking for Aguilar. I think she's gonna make it. No, despite all her best efforts. Isabel couldn't reach the ball in time. It's a throw-in for FCC in a defensive position. 29 more minutes ahead of us. Still no goals, but someone will score. Someone's gonna win today's game. There goes the throw-in, the recovery by Nicole Poole, who plays in short with number 21, Caroline Peters, towards Yates. Good pass, unfortunately. Warnes tried to control the ball when Manuela Batista Felipe was ready to get the ball and make something even more dangerous. Recovery by Manuela. Here comes Aguilar. It was a bad pass and a recovery by Eileen Woodings. Eileen takes her time. She plays back to Shannon Stutter. And Shannon back to Eileen. Woodings with a long pass, but finally Kaufman with the recovery. Kerry back to Madison Howard, the goalkeeper of Charlotte, towards Sydney Smith. Going forward with Peters. Caroline plays back to Jones, and Jones with Kaufman. Kerry, the pressure by FCC, isn't able to recover the ball, and here comes Aguilar. Isabel looking for Yates on the other side. Good control here, and here comes Charlotte with the shot. Laura Vogt with the save. Be careful with the rebound, and finally Juliana Vieira was able to send the ball out of the field. It's a corner kick for Charlotte Independence. Once again, a good pass from left to right, reaching Aiden Yates. The shot by Aiden was really good, and the save by Laura Vogt was even better. Charlotte with the opportunity to score the first goal of the match with this corner kick. There goes Aiden Yates, Shentai Warnes, Kerry Kaufman, Sydney Smith. Also Kennedy Jones is there. Let's see, here comes the corner kick. Here comes the cross towards the far post, Jones. And the shot from Manuela Baptista was blocked by Janet Pilsen. The clearance was not good. Poole looking for someone on the right, and the recovery by Juliana Viera, who plays in short with Naroa Domenech. Domenech towards the center. Kaylee Havens. On the right, Martina Cordova. Cordova with Shannon Stutter. Stutter back to Havens. Laura Vogt comes out. And because of the pressure of Warnes, decides to send the ball out of the field. It was a good call. Nicole Poole already playing the throw-in. Martina Cordova with the recovery, and here comes Eileen Woodings. Eileen with a nutmeg, passing the ball on to Janet Pilsen. Janet with Ashton Brooks. Brooks back to Woodings. Woodings to Caroline Palmer. On the left side, there goes Juliana Viera. Number 7 at full speed. Juliana, back to Caroline. Palmer with the shot. She tried to surprise everyone, and she did. But the shot was off target. It's a goal kick for Charlotte Independence. Good start. Good start of the match. It isn't really in a stalemate. Both teams are able to create good situations. So far, Charlotte has been able to create the best situations of the game, but FCC doesn't want to stay behind. Charlotte with a long pass. I think, yeah, it is an offside position from number 12, Aiden Yates, and a free kick for FCC. They played in short. Let's see what FCC can do now. Good dribbling. Good situation for Ashton Brooks now. Ashton with the cross. It was a shot that Madison Howard was able to catch with ease. There goes the ball towards number 4, Isabel Aguilar, helping out on the midfield, playing with 14, Kennedy Jones. Kennedy with a long pass. It's a good one, looking for Yates. She was on a good position now, but she wasn't able to control the pass from Kennedy. The captain, Kaylee Havens, taking the ball towards the midfield, playing with Martina Cordova. Cordova towards the center. Shannon Stutter with her sister. Here comes Josie. Josie playing with number 9, Caroline Palmer. Back to Josie. And Stutter is gonna play back. Let's see. She decides to go on. She lost it thanks to the pressure of Warnes. And here comes the ball towards Aguilar. Stutter. It was Havens with the clearance. Yates. And once again, Naroa Domenech. And now Martina Cordova helping out, recovering the ball. On the left side, there's a good space to go. Good control here by Eileen Woodings. She lost it. Good recovery by Sydney Smith. And now Peters plays to the right with Yates. Yates back with Greer. And Greer looking for her teammate Aguilar. She reaches the ball. She makes a cross. Laura Vogt doubted. And finally, the control by Warnes. Chentai back to Nicole Poole. Poole, good appearance right there from Havens. She goes down. That's not a foul, says the ref. And so now, Woodings with the dribbling back to Janet Filsen. Filsen back to Cordova. Cordova with Woodings and Eileen towards the center. So Shannon Stutter can carry on. Shannon towards Caroline Palmer. Caroline with Viera. Here comes Juliana. Juliana has to go back now. And FCC is slowly building up the play. They take their time. It's not easy for them to continue. And in doing so, FCC keeps with the ball. Let's see what they can do now. The goalkeeper has it, Madison Howard. Already played with Kerry Kaufman. Kaufman towards Smith. Sydney. Sydney Smith going towards the right gear. It's difficult for Charlotte Independence to advance as the pressure from FCC is stopping them. Towards the midfield. Charlotte Independence coming out. And in the midfield, here comes Jones. Kennedy. Kennedy back to pull with Aguilar. The appearance by Martina Cordova. Cordova towards the center now. Back to the right with Martina. Here comes FCC. Once again, Howard in short with Smith. Sydney towards Manuela Batista Felipe. The pressure by FCC and they play back. So Laura Vogt has the ball once again. Laura with Josie Stuther. Josie back to Laura Vogt. Vogt with Kaylee Havens. Kaylee once again back to Josie Stuther. And Josie towards the left with Juliana Viera. Juliana looking for Caroline Palmer. The intervention by number 21, Caroline Peters. Once again, a throw-in for FCC. They played it back. Here comes Havens. Kelly with a long pass towards Ashton Brooks. They fight for the ball. And Charlotte Independence recovers it. Now, Havens plays to Josie Stuther. And slowly but surely, FCC comes out. The match continues, almost 25 minutes of the first half. Nicole Poole on the left, trying to do a cross. The pressure by Cordova. That's not a foul, says the ref. The game continues now with Kennedy Jones. Jones towards the center. They try to shoot from the distance and Laura Vogt with the save. Good save by Laura. Stopping the shot from number 21, Caroline Peters. In short with Kaylee Havens. Kaylee to Josie Stuther. Back to Havens. Havens to Martina Cordova. Cordova back to Laura Vogt. It's a good pressure from Charlotte that stops the attack, or at least the intentions of FCC. Stuther with her sister. Josie with Shannon. Shannon with Josie. Josie with Laura Vogt. Laura back to Josie. And Josie with number 10, Janet Filson. Recovery by Charlotte. Here comes Warnes with the pass and offside position from number 12, Aiden Yates, and a free kick for FCC. Once again, great intentions from Charlotte, trying to push with the through passes at the backs of the defenders, but the attackers right now are unable to come out at the right moment, just to not be in an offside position. Good passes here towards Ashton Brooks. Here comes number 10, Janet Pilsen, playing long ball towards the right. Let's see if they are able to control it. Caroline Palmer with the cross. Good control. The shot got blocked by Sydney Smith. And finally, Kerry Kaufman with the clearance. Once again, one good situation for FCC. Let's watch it again. Caroline Palmer with the cross. And after that, number 13, Eileen Woodings, wasn't able to shoot. Once again, across looking for Brooks. It's gonna be a good one for Juliana Viera. A goal, goal, goal. Goal, goal! Goal from FCC, ladies and gentlemen. No one was on the right. So, Juliana Viera, number 7, the left back from Uruguay, shot and scored the first goal of the match. FCC takes the lead. And if you know something about FCC, is that when they manage to score, they always win the game. Juliana Viera with that shot. And with the goal, her very first goal of the season is the 5th goal of FCC in the season. And now, FCC is winning on the season finale of the USLW. Now, Charlotte Independence is gonna look for the equalizer, and that is gonna leave some spaces that FCC should try to take advantage of in order to score more goals. There it goes, Kennedy Jones with Poole. Poole with Kaufman, Carey with Sidney Smith. Smith now carrying the ball. She wants to do a long pass, looking for someone, looking for Aguilar. Isabel wasn't ready to run for that ball, and it's a goal kick then for FCC. Let's watch the goal again. Jeanette Filson was the one responsible for the cross. Let's give the assist to her, and Juliana Viera had the confidence to shoot from that distance. It was an awkward angle to shoot, and maybe there is some responsibility in Madison Howard, who wasn't guarding properly her nearest post, but there's a lot of merit. There's a lot to congratulate FCC for scoring right there. The ref stops for a moment so that the players can drink some water. After all, there's a lot of heat right now as we watch some of the best plays of the game so far. It has been 30 great minutes of game. Laura Vogt so far being a key player for FCC, making 2 amazing saves. This one was one of them. Aguilar to Yates. Once again, this one was the other one. Aiden with the shot, the save by Laura. Of course, FCC was able to create good situations, but Madison Howard hadn't had a lot of work, a lot of saves. And on this one, Juliana Viera with her left foot, a strong enough shot to score the first goal of the match. Fantastic FCC, says Linda Begin. If you're watching the game live at the YouTube channel of FCC, remember to subscribe, please, in order to help FCC grow. You can watch the matches of the USLW and the USL2 team. Remember, this game at 7:30 p.m. approximately, the USL2 team is gonna be facing NC Fusion, and you can watch the match right here at FCC's YouTube channel. Right now, we are sitting on 123 subscribers. It's a good number, but I'm sure we can help it to grow even further. So, we are ready to continue. We have 14 more minutes ahead of us. Laura Vogt ready to play in short with Kaylee Havens or Josie Stuther. The ref checking with everyone. Everyone is in the right position, so we can continue, ref. There goes the signal. And they decide to go with Josie Stuther. Josie back to Laura. Vogt back to Josie. Stuther coming out. Pass towards the left side. Juliana Viera. Back to Josie. Stuther towards her teammate. Kaylee Havens. Kaylee back to Josie. And now Stuther is gonna play all the way back to her goalkeeper, Laura Vogt. Go Kelly, says Donna Havig. Kaylee Havens, the captain of FCC, playing with Josie, and Stuther going forward with her sister. It was Caroline Palmer, actually. and Caroline wasn't able to give the ball to Juliana Viera, so Charlotte recovers the ball with this very throw-in. Greer doubting, now playing it long, the header by Juliana Viera, the recovery by Janet Fields, and good nutmeg! Look at Janet dribbling and going forward. The pass tried to reach for Caroline Palmer, I suppose, but Caroline wasn't there, so it's gonna be a throw-in for Charlotte. Let's watch that amazing football skill from Janet, ladies and gentlemen. Sydney Smith playing with Kerry Kaufman. Kerry with Nicole Poole. The attack continues. It's a good pass. Looking for Aguilar, but first Kelly Havens. No, Kelly wasn't able to clear it out. Here comes Aguilar. Good guarding. Once again, Kelly Havens making up for his mistake, but here comes the shot. The save by Laura Bog, ladies and gentlemen. Did you saw that? It was an amazing shot and an incredible save. Really, the effort put by Kennedy Jones, and the shot was begging to be let in, but Laura Bog stopped it. Good pressure from Charlotte, recovering the ball, and here comes Charlotte. Manuela Baptista Felipe, the pass towards the center, the shot, it's in, but no, wait. The goal is disallowed. There was an offside position by Aiden Yates. Clear as a day. Offside position from Aiden. A beautiful goal, of course. Great finishing touch. Free kick then for FCC. They are able so far to win the last game of the season, but we still have a long match ahead of us. That is a foul. A clear foul, after all. Yeah, nothing to argue there. Free kick that number 5, Kelly Havens, is ready to do. FCC only scored 5 goals in the season so far, and those 5 goals were distributed in 3 games. In 2 of those games, FCC won. Let's see if today happens once again. Kelly Havens with the pass, looking for Woodings. Eileen fighting, recovering the ball, and now keeping it. That's a foul against Eileen from number 21, Caroline Peters, and a free kick right after the midfield. Kelly Havens takes care of the free kick. 10 more minutes ahead of us. Kelly plays with Josie Stuther. Josie back to Kelly. Kelly going forward with Shannon. And Shannon Stuther reaching for number 10, Janet Filson. Janet towards the center now. They play all the way to the left. And here comes FCC yet again, looking for their second goal of today's match. Juliana Viera. She guards the ball, she plays it back. Here comes the cross. It's a really long one. Trying to reach anyone there. It's gonna be a goal kick for Charlotte Independence. And so Nicole Poole leaves the goal kick for her teammate Madison Howard, the goalkeeper. Madison playing short with Sydney Smith. Sydney going to the right with Greer. Marie-Lise back to Sydney. Smith with the clearance. Caroline Peters trying to control it. The recovery by Josie Stutter. Josie, good passes here from Janet Fielden to Naroa Domenech. Domenech to the left with Caroline Peters. With Caroline. It was Caroline Palmer. Caroline Peters plays in Charlotte Independence. It's a throw-in for FCC. Here comes Juliana Viera. Trying to see with which teammate she plays. She goes with Ashton Brooks. Ashton trying to reach someone in the midfield. Recovery by Caroline Peters now. And a long pass that Juliana Viera is able to recover. Well, they ask for a foul, and the ref gives a foul to Charlotte Independence. A foul from Juliana Viera, and it's going to be a yellow card. It is a yellow card to number 7. The player responsible for the goal receives the first yellow card, receives the first booking of the game, since she stopped the attack from Charlotte Independence. It's gonna be a long free kick. I suppose he's gonna try to reach the box of Laura Vogt. There goes the free kick. It's a really long one. There's no offside position. The game continues with number 14, Kennedy Jones. She plays back with Nicole Poole. A long pass that Martina Cordova recovers, and here comes Martina. Keeping with the ball, she lost it. Janet Filson trying to help out, but here comes Charlotte once again. Kopman with Smith. Sydney Smith trying to go forward. She decides to do a long pass. Finally, no one is able to reach the ball in time, and it's a throw-in for FCC, a turnover, and away for FCC to recover a little bit. Here comes Josie. Josie Stutter back to Laura. Laura Vogt back to Josie. Stutter taking her time, back to the goalkeeper, back to Josie. 39 minutes of the first half, and Charlotte Independence recovers the ball. Manuela Baptista Felipe. Long pass towards the right. Josie Stutter with the recovery. Good work by Josie, who plays with Juliana Viera. Juliana going forward now with Caroline. And Caroline Palmer going back to Shannon Stutter. Shannon looking for someone on the right. The interception and recovery. And here comes Kelly Havens. Kelly Havens couldn't play with Martina Cordova. And now Kennedy Jones has the ball. It's a really long pass that Laura Vogt is able to recover and stop the attack from Charlotte. As long as no one puts pressure on her, finally she did grab the ball after number 12, Aiden Yates, was trying to recover it. Josie Stutter back to Laura. Laura Vogt, the Swiss goalkeeper, one of the key players of the match. Kelly with Josie. Stutter with her sister Shannon. Shannon with Naroa Domenech. And Domenech coming through and plays with Eileen Woodings. Woodings back to Shannon. Stutter to Stutter. Josie with Juliana. Viera back to Josie. She could play with Shannon. Let's see what she does. Josie, she goes through. She plays a long ball towards the attacker, towards Janet Filson. Good dribbling. She keeps the ball. She goes through. She shoots. And it's over the bar. Still, good effort by Janet Filson. A goal kick for Charlotte Independence. Last 4 minutes of the first half of the match. In this broadcast produced by Better Media with the direction of Lautaro Bernadette and the assistance of Jorge Gentile and Heidi Molina. FCC is winning today on the season finale of the USLW. A foul from Ashton Brooks and a free kick for Charlotte Independence. Sydney Smith takes care of it. There goes Caroline Peters alongside Yates asking for the ball. The header by Cordova. And a foul from Eileen Woodings. A new free kick for Charlotte, but now in a better place. That was the push from Eileen, not from Naroa Domenech. And now it's gonna be number 21, Caroline Peters, who takes care of the free kick. They are in a good position to send the ball flying towards the box. Let's see what they can do. 3 minutes left on the clock. There goes the I'm not sure if that was a shot across. What I'm certain of, it's a goal kick for FCC. Of course, Caroline Peters is upset after that free kick. The game continues now with Martina Cordova going back with Kaylee Havens. Havens with Laura. Laura Bocht. Back to Kelly. Havens with a long pass towards the midfield. The header by Kaufman, and now the header by Eileen Woodings. Cordova with the control. Good job, Martina. The pass towards Eileen. Woodings wasn't able to pass the ball back to Martina, but there was a foul against her, and it's gonna be a yellow card for number 14, Kennedy Jones. The first yellow card in Charlotte. Yeah, because she didn't fight for the ball, she went straight towards the player, and that is a foul and a yellow card. Good call by the ref here. Keep it up, Kelly. The fans of FCC watching the game live on FCC's YouTube channel, of course. Martina Cordova playing back with Laura. Laura to Kelly. Havens decides to do a long pass. Despite the best efforts from Jeanette Pilsen, the rebound was luckily cleared out by Josie Stutter, and now Sydney Smith has it. Long pass, a really long one. There's no one there. Laura Bocht just comes out to stop the ball from going out, and in doing so, she's able to waste a little bit of time. There goes Yates. And now Laura playing with Kelly. Kelly Havens with a long pass towards Ashton Brooks. The header, it didn't went through, but the recovery by Eileen Woodings was good. Shannon Stutter, good effort by Shannon. Let's see what Stutter can do. She goes through, good dribbling skills. She lost it, but the rebound went towards Brooks. Ashton with the shot. Good efforts from both Shannon and Ashton. Good save by Madison Howard. The header by Josie Stutter. She has to play back. She wasn't able to, and it's advantage rule. Charlotte keeps the game going. Good pass here. Offside position from Aiden Yates. I would like to see the play again, just to be sure. Yeah, of course. An offside position clears the day. Well, we are playing injury time. And here comes Laura Bocht with the ball. The header by Kaufman. Sienna Poole. The recovery by Naroa. No, it was Janet Filsen. Here comes Janet. Filsen at full speed playing with Caroline Palmer. Palmer with the shot off the post. How unlucky. FCC had their second goal of the match, but Caroline Palmer struck the post. Charlotte Independence with a lot of luck on this one. Unlucky play for FCC. Nothing to be questioned for Caroline or Jeanette. They did everything right. Manuela Baptista Felipe. She plays in short with Caroline Peters. Caroline Peters going along. Here comes Charlotte Independence looking for the equalizer just before the halftime. And there goes at full speed Aguilar. Isabel with the cross and the catch by the goalkeeper Laura Bocht. Good efforts by all of the players here. So now Laura takes her time and sends the ball flying towards the midfield. Caroline Palmer with the control. She plays back so that Josie Stutter has it. Josie back to Laura. Laura back to Josie. We are playing injury time. The first half is just about to end. FCC wasn't able to push through, and so Greer plays with Howard. Howard with Sydney Smith. Sydney taking her time, playing along. Good passes here. Here comes Caroline Peters. Caroline with a long pass. Laura Bocht coming out and clearing it out. Once again, a great match today from Laura. I do believe that this time the attacker Kennedy Jones was in a good position. There goes the throw in. Be careful, ball boy. Good effort, good tackle, a clean tackle, and a throw-in for FCC. He almost made a mistake, but it was good. Martina Cordova ready to play the ball. There goes Martina, looking for Ashton. Ashton with Eileen Woodings. Woodings tries to play with Ashton Brooks when the ref blows his whistle. And the first half has ended. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Monroe High School Stadium at the end of the first half, FCC is defeating 1-0 Charlotte Independence, all thanks to that great goal from number 7, Juliana Vieira. We are gonna go on a little break, but stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna come back with the best highlights of the first half and, of course, with the second half of the game in this season finale of the USLW. Right now, FCC is winning 1-0 against Charlotte Independence. We'll be right back. gentlemen, we are back at Monroe High School Stadium, ready to see the best highlights of the first half as the teams get ready for the start of the second half, for the kickoff of the second half. The Bull boys also getting a well-deserved rest. And let's watch the best of the first half that had a lot of situations, great opportunities for both teams. Great dribbling skills here, and a good opportunity for Charlotte Independence here. Across, the number 4 Aguilar is able to shoot, but Laura Bogt stopped it with a great come out. Here, a good pass from left to right. Good run here by number 12, Aiden Yates, and the shot was stopped by Laura Bogt yet again. Janet Filson with the cross. There's no one there guarding number 7, Juliana Viera, who shoots and scores. The only goal of the match so far. But that hasn't been the only opportunity that happened. Because after that, Janet Filson with an amazing nutmeg there. A great play by number 10. And this situation for FCC. The pressure, the recovery. And there goes Janet, who sees Caroline Palmer going on the left, and Caroline with the control, the shot, and the post, denying the second goal to FCC. Charlotte Independence is already back on the field, and there goes FCC coming back up. Remember, there's only 2 players who have seen a yellow card. One of them is number 14, Kennedy Jones. And the other, number 7, the player who scored the only goal of the match, Juliana Viera. Those players need to look out. One more yellow card, and the match for them will have ended. Let's see, there's one substitution. Yeah, there is one substitution, ladies and gentlemen, on Charlotte Independence. Number 17, Julia Grier, is coming to the field. We'll have to wait and see who came out. I would suppose it was number 4, Aguilar. Meanwhile here, Laura Bogt chatting with Martina Cordova and Kelly Havens. But you can see it right there. On this side of the screen, number 17, Julia Grier, ready to play the rest of the game. Some little reunion now with Naroa Domenech and number 4, Josie Stutter. Remember, the kickoff in the second half is in charge of Charlotte Independence. Are we ready to start, ref? Is everything in order? Seems like we are, and there goes the whistle, and the second half has started. Here comes Charlotte Independence with their very first situation in the second half. It's a good run. Martina Cordova guarding the ball, recovering it, and playing back to Havens. Kelly with the clearance. The recovery by Charlotte Independence goes out, and so the very first play of the match ends up in a throw-in for FCC. The ball goes back to the goalkeeper, Laura Bogt. Bogt back to Kelly. Havens with a long pass, looking for Ashton Brooks. Ashton control it and let Aileen Woodings play to Naroa Domenech. It's a recovery in the midfield by Charlotte Independence, and here they come towards the center. Good opportunity. Here comes the pass, looking for Julia Grier. The recovery by Josie Stutter, who manages to play but lost the ball. Naroa Domenech. Once again, Charlotte Independence in the very first minute of the second half. Martina Cordova blocking the shot and giving Charlotte Independence a throw-in. Seems like the player who was subbed out is Shentai Worms, because they haven't seen her. Here comes Charlotte with number 4. There was also one more substitution there. In the end, ladies and gentlemen, a ball for FCC. There goes the throw in the header, sending the ball out of the field. Once again, Janet Filson. Janet plays along, good passes here. Naroa Domenech tried to reach for Janet once again, but Janet wasn't able to catch it. A throw-in for Charlotte it is then. At the start of the second half, remember, the season finale of the USLW. Good header by Kelly Havens. Martina Cordova keeps the ball inside of the field. Ellen Woodings plays with Shannon Stutter, and Shannon with her sister Josie. Josie lost it. Charlotte Independence for the equalizer. Josie Stutter making up for her mistake. Good work by Josie. Ashton Brooks playing to the left at full speed. Here comes Juliana Vieira. Juliana with a good pass towards Caroline Palmer. Sydney Smith with the clearance. And a counter-attack. Here comes Julia Greer. First, the recovery by Shannon Stutter. And so the goalkeeper, Laura Vogt, is going to waste some time. No, she decides to play already to Kelly Havens. Kelly with Josie. Josie takes her time, plays back to Kelly. Almost 3 minutes of the second half. FCC winning the third match this season. Ashton Brooks. Back to Josie. Josie with Juliana Vieira. Back to Josie. Juliana says go back. Josie wants to play forward. And it's gonna be a throw-in because of the pressure from number 12, Aiden Yates. There goes the throw-in. The control. Let's see if Charlotte recovers it. It's a good tackle. It's a clean recovery. And it's actually a foul from Caroline Palmer from number 9. When she lost it, I don't actually see the foul there, but it's what the ref says. A free kick then for Charlotte. Sydney Smith in charge of the free kick. There goes the ball. Look at Narua Dominic clearing it out, not wanting any trouble near the box of Laura Vogt, wanting to still be ahead. It's a really long pass. The ball leaves the field finally, and so a new throw-in for FCC as we approach the 5th minute of the second half. Naroa Domenech back to Cordova. Martina. They're right back from Chile with Kelly Havens. Havens with a long pass now, looking for Ashton Brooks, or actually any player of FCC for that matter. Madison Howard with the recovery, and now playing along Sydney Smith. Sydney towards the middle. Jones back. And there goes the really long pass, the recovery. Once again by Martina Cordova. Martina with Aileen Woodings. Aileen lost it without a foul. Kelly Havens now searching for someone on the left. It's a really long pass that Caroline Palmer is gonna fight. There goes Greer back to the goalkeeper Madison Howard. Caroline Palmer with the pressure. Good effort by number 9, but it went out. It's a goal kick when we reach the 5 minutes of the second half. FCC is winning 1-0 thanks to that goal from Juliana Vieira. We still have 40 more minutes to go. FCC wanting to finish this season in the best way possible. There goes Poole with the pass towards the midfield. Good control by Yates, who plays back to number 4. Good passes here. Recovery by Cordova. Martina with the ball. She lost it. That was a good pressure from Charlotte Independence, and here they come looking for the equalizer. Here comes the cross. Laura Vogt, be careful. Finally, Josie Stutter helping out the goalkeeper after that mistake from Laura. Josie Stutter cleared the ball out of the box. Good job by Josie there. Here comes the throw-in. Charlotte Independence looking for the equalizer. The helping hand of Janet Filson, who plays with Caroline Palmer. Caroline Palmer with Shannon Stutter. Stutter with Juliana Vieira. Vieira with a long pass looking for Ashton Brooks. And here comes the number 19, Ashton Brooks. She takes her time. She is alone. She has to play back with Caroline Palmer. Caroline towards the center. Interception. Recovery by Kennedy Jones. There goes. Be careful with the pressure on the other side by Aileen Woodings, but good job by Kaufman. Kaufman, who plays along Julia Greer. Here comes number 17. Juliana Vieira trying to recover the ball. Julia goes until the end of the field. She plays back. Good pass from Julia. Yates back to the midfield. Here comes the shot from the distance. It got blocked thanks to Janon Stutter. Now, Shannon decides to go to the right. Aileen Woodings lost the ball. Here comes Charlotte Independence. Shannon Stutter yet again. Good match from the Stutter sisters today. Ashton Brooks. She takes her time yet again. There's no rush. FCC knows it. They are on the lead. Brooks lost it. Good recovery by Sydney Smith. Number 18 with an amazing pass. And here comes Aiden Yates. It's a really long pass, but she's able to make it, to control it. She makes a cross, and Josie Stutter blocked it. Josie Stutter trying to recover the ball. Good effort by Josie. Yates plays it back. Here comes Charlotte yet again, looking for an opening for a shot over the bar, and a goal kick for FCC it is. Still, good effort. They already played the goal kick. Stutter back to Laura. Bucked back to Josie. Stutter back to Laura. And now, Bucked with Kelly Havens. Kelly with a long pass. Let's see. Good control by Ashton Brooks, who goes down. The ref says there wasn't a foul against Ashton. It's a clear recovery. And so, Sydney Smith with a good pass towards Yates. Aiden with the header. First the recovery and then the clearance by Naroa Domenech. And now the recovery by Havens. Kelly looking for someone on the midfield. Kerry Kaufman. Kaufman with the control, with the pass, the interception by Martina Cordova. Once again, good effort from Martina. And now back Kelly with Laura Vogt. The Swiss goalkeeper with the defender Kelly Havens. Kelly with Shannon Stutter. Stutter with Stutter. Here comes Josie. Josie with a long pass, looking for Juliana Vieira. And here comes the Uruguayan left back at full speed with a cross towards the center, looking for Ashton Brooks. It is a throw-in nevertheless. Good efforts from FCC trying to score the second goal of the match. Good closure there by Kerry Kaufman. Let's see what Juliana has in mind now. There is a substitution being made. Eileen Woodings, number 13, is being subbed out. Let's see who comes in replacement. I believe it's number 11, Regan Culver. So here comes Regan with the header. Good effort by Regan, and after that, good effort on this side by Caroline Palmer. Eileen Woodings left the field, and Regan Culver went in. Right there, the header, and a throw-in yet again for Charlotte. Here comes Grier. Good pass towards the center, towards Yates, and now Kelly Havens plays back with Laura Vogt. Laura to Kelly once again. Here comes Laura Vogt. Here comes Kelly Havens, my bad. To Naroa Domenech. Naroa towards number 9, Caroline Palmer. Caroline lost it, recovery. And here comes Jones, Kennedy. She plays it back towards number 22, Greer. Greer with Kaufman. Kaufman looking for someone on the left. It's a really long pass, and it's gonna be a throw-in for FCC. Ladies and gentlemen, we are playing 10 minutes of the second half, 35 more to go. FCC winning the season finale game of the USLW South Atlantic Division. The dribbling wasn't able to surpass the likes of Naroa Domenech, and Juliana Vieira guards the ball and recovers it. Good work by Juliana here. She keeps the ball, she plays along, it isn't a good pass. The cross is good though, but here comes Martina Cordova in order to guard the ball and play along with Regan Culver. Culver lost it, good recovery by Poole, Nicole, and it's gonna be a corner kick, yeah. No, it's gonna be a goal kick, says the ref. Let's see. Yeah, I believe Regan Culver touched it, but finally she didn't. So it's a goal kick for FCC. Once again, thanks to all of you who are watching the game live at FCC's YouTube channel. Please, if you can, subscribe to FCC's YouTube channel to help it grow. Right now, we are sitting in 124 subscribers with all of the people that are watching the game right now, I think we could actually reach 130. Here comes Julia Greer with the recovery. Julia at full speed, she's inside of the box, she makes a cross, it's a good one, the shot! They ask for a handball, the ref says there isn't a handball there, but Charlotte Independence catches the rebound. Once again, building up the play. Good pressure right there, topping the attack. And here comes number 22, Greer with Jones. Jones plays it back to Sydney Smith. All of Charlotte Independence players on FCC side. Recovery by Martina Cordova. Let's see what FCC can do now. Naroa Domenech with a bad pass. And Kelly Havens with the clearing. Sending the danger out of FCC side, but the ref says that was a foul from Kelly and shows her a yellow card. I didn't thought it was a yellow card. I didn't thought it was a foul. But the ref says it was. Let's try to watch it again. I don't think it was a foul. Kelly Havens just cleared the ball out. And her rival was lucky to be not in the way, at the side of the way even. Still, what the ref says stays. And so, Kelly Havens is the second player on FCC to see a yellow card after Juliana Viera on the first half. It's gonna be a free kick for Charlotte Independence, who right now take the moment to drink some water, since the player that received the foul is still on the floor and the game can continue until she comes back up. Luckily, she comes back up, which is good. And now, all of the players take this moment to drink some water, rehydrate themselves, and well, be ready for what we still have in store. 30 more minutes to go. 30 more minutes to go. The players coming back to the field. It's going to be a free kick for Charlotte Independence. It's going to be a long free kick that's going to look for either the goal or the head of a teammate. Kelly Havens trying to help the defense stay strong. 50 minutes of the second half, and Charlotte Independence with a good situation right now. Naroa Domenech trying to stop number 12 Yates. Here comes the cross, an easy catch for Laura Vogt. Good defense here by FCC, stopping the attackers. Now Laura playing with Kelly Havens, the captain. Kelly doing a long pass, and Ashton Brooks failed to properly control the ball. Sydney Smith towards the center, now back towards Greer. Here comes Mary-Lise. Mary-Lise towards the center. It's a good pass and a great situation. And here comes Charlotte Independence for the equalizer. It's still inside of the field, and finally they managed to clear it out. Kelly Havens and Josie Statter. And now Juliana Viera back to Josie. Josie with the clearance towards the midfield. And the recovery by Sydney Smith. Here comes Sydney at full speed. Good run by Sydney. The shot and over the bar. Still, great effort by the number 18 of Charlotte Independence. It went over the bar. The goal kick from Laura Vogt towards the midfield. Recovery by Charlotte. They play towards the right with Greer. Here comes Mary-Lise. Here comes Julia Greer. Julia towards the midfield. And the clearance by Shannon Stutter. Here comes Madison Howard. Madison with Kerry Kaufman. Kerry playing towards pull back to Kaufman. Kaufman with a really long pass that goes nowhere. And it's a throw-in. It's a turnover and a throw-in for FCC. Martina Cordova is the one responsible for the throw-in. In short, Naroa Domenech was caught off guard. Kennedy Jones fights for the ball, and finally Kelly Havens with the clearance. The danger is still near Laura Vogt. Shannon Stutter. Shannon, whoa, good dribbling by Shannon. And now what are you gonna do, Shannon? The pass towards the left. Juliana Viera towards the center. Shannon, and there goes Ashton Brooks. It is a throw-in for Charlotte. Ashton Brooks fought for the ball. Did her best, but wasn't able to go forward. It's a throw-in for Charlotte then. There goes the ball. Kelly Havens then sends it out and allows FCC to properly get ready to defend this ball. A good pass from Yates, an even better recovery by Martina Cordova. And now Regan Culver wasn't able to keep it. Yates back to number 7. Here comes good pass. Baptista Felipe on the left side trying to do a cross. Manuela. No one was there to do a tap-in, to push the ball towards the goal. It was a great situation for Charlotte Independence. You can't have a better situation than that. But despite that, ladies and gentlemen, we still have only one goal, a 1-0 victory for FCC. Caroline Palmer sending the ball towards the midfield, and here comes Regan Culver. Regan Culver trying to connect with Caroline Palmer. Caroline at full speed. She controls the ball, but she's alone. Good dribbling, good stoppage, good pass towards Ashton Brooks. Ashton now playing towards Janet Fields, and the shot! Madison Howard. Good play by FCC here. Now they have to defend the ball and try to make another counter-attack. Charlotte Independence still keeping with the ball. Let's see what they can do. They play back to Madison Howard. Madison Howard with Sydney Smith. Sydney could play with Julia. And here comes the ball towards Greer. Julia. Julia towards the center. There goes Caroline Peters towards the left side with Kerry Kaufman. And Kerry plays towards the right. It's a long pass that Juliana Viera is able to clear out. Ashton Brooks fights for the ball. And Sydney Smith is able to recover it. Sydney towards Nicole Poole. Nicole Poole with a long pass now. They craft it back towards the midfield. Nicole Poole once again with a long pass. This one is not as good though. And Laura Vogt recovers it, and she waits a little bit of time. She waits for the attacker to come close and grabs the ball to stop the attack. We are playing the 26th minute, the 21st minute of the second half. Kaufman has to play back to Madison Howard. Madison Howard clears it out to Julia Greer. Julia with Sydney Smith. And now Sydney looking for someone on the left, looking for the control and the opportunity. They got stopped by Regan Culver. It's a good pass from Charlotte. It's a great situation. Yates wasn't able to control it, and now Laura Vogt is able to catch the ball. Some tense moments for FCC, since Charlotte Independence is getting closer to the equalizer. Now, Laura with a long pass towards the midfield. Nicole Poole with the clearance is going to be a throw-in. It is going to be a throw-in for FCC. Martina Cordova ready to do it. Naroa Domenech, but she decides to go instead with Kelly Havens, the captain. Kelly with a long ball looking for Ashton Brooks or anyone. But the clearance by Charlotte Independence gives the ball back to FCC. On the left side, here comes Juliana Vieira, the player who scored so far the only goal of the match. Juliana back to Shannon Stutter. Shannon towards Kelly Havens. There goes Kelly. Kelly with a long pass looking for Juliana. Good control, an amazing pinpoint pass towards Juliana Vieira. And now Juliana, who plays with Caroline Palmer. Caroline Palmer looking for Janet Filson. Filson to Ashton Brooks. Brooks! Oh no, oh no. Great play. The final shot was not as great though, and it's a goal kick for Charlotte. Those are the types of plays that FCC is able to build up, but that finishing touch is not as good as the play that they are able to create. Here comes Nicole Poole. Poole back to the goalkeeper, Madison Howard. Madison Howard playing with Sydney Smith. Now Sydney playing with Julia Greer. Back to Sydney. Now going forward with Yates. Julia Greer. Long pass. Interception by Juliana Vieira. Recovery by Caroline Palmer. Juliana to Ashton Brooks. And now Ashton takes her time and plays back to Caroline. Caroline with Janet Filson. Janet Filson. She got stopped by Sydney Smith. Sydney Smith, one of the best players from Charlotte today. Charlotte takes the time and now play back. Kaufman with Poole. Nicole towards the left side. Good recovery by Naroa Domenech and Martina Cordova, and here comes FCC, ladies and gentlemen. Regan Culver. Here comes Regan with the pass, the recovery by Charlotte, the clearance. Here comes the shot by Shannon Stutter. It went off the defender of Charlotte Independence, and it's a corner kick for FCC. FCC needs to score as soon as possible. Go Ashton, says Linda. Almost 25 minutes of the second half, and here comes the corner kick for FCC. There goes the cross, the header from Kelly Havens wasn't able to connect, the clearance, and the ref said there was a foul, an offensive foul from FCC, and it's a free kick then, a defensive free kick for Charlotte. They already played it. Here comes Kerry Kaufman. Kaufman with Poole. Good pressure there by Regan, and Janet Filson with the recovery. That was a foul against Janet. The ref says it wasn't. In the end, it still is a turnover and a recovery for FCC with a throw-in. Cordova with the throw-in, reaching for Culver. The header by number 6, Samantha Whittaker, and a new throw-in for FCC. Once again, Martina Cordova, Naroa Domenech, trying to reach Regan. A new throw-in. FCC winning up some yards, and I believe there's gonna be a substitution. Yeah, substitution time in Charlotte Independence. Number 22, Marilise Greer is coming out, and now here comes the replacement. I believe it's Tori Paul. Let's see. No, it's Serena Spade, number 10. That's the substitution. There goes the ball. Good pressure by Caroline Palmer. Be careful here. She looks like she's injured after that tackle from Sydney. They send the ball out. Good sportsmanship there by the goalkeeper. But right there, after that, she tried to recover the ball. She tries to get better. Good sportsmanship by both the goalkeeper Madison Howard and Sydney Smith. Caroline continues. She looks like it's in good shape. And she's ready to continue. The game will continue with a drop ball that Madison Howard is gonna take. There goes the ball towards Kerry Kaufman. Ashton Brooks putting some pressure alongside Regan Culver. The pass by Kaufman. It's a good control here by... Oh, what a good dribbling! Here comes Charlotte Independence. Towards the right. It's a really long pass and an offside position from number 10, Serena Spade, in her first intervention of the game. And so, it's a free kick for FCC. We still have 17 more minutes in store, plus some added time, until the end of the season. It's not only the match that's gonna end, but also the season of FCC and Charlotte Independence in this USLW. A recovery by Charlotte Independence. And there goes Shannon Stutter, stopping, but also giving the rebound to Charlotte. Recovery, Regan Culver keeps it inside, she lost it. The pressure by Shannon Filson, good dribbling there. And now Sydney Smith. Sydney doing a long pass, looking for number 10, Serena. Here comes Serena Spade in a good position to do a cross. She plays back. And here comes Caroline Peters opening towards the left side. They ask for an offside position. They do a cross. It's a good one, Serena. She couldn't control it. It's a goal kick for FCC then. When we were reviewing at the beginning of the match, I told you that Charlotte and FCC had one previous match this season, and it was a 3-0 victory for Charlotte. One of the players who scored that day was Serena Spade. Now the ref once again stops the match so that the players can drink some water because of the heat and be ready for what's left in the store. 15 more minutes plus some added time, and it's a good moment to watch the best of the game so far. The only goal scored by Juliana Vieira, and also to make sure that you subscribe to FCC's YouTube channel so you help the channel grow. The more subscribers there are, of course, the more the channel and the more FCC is able to grow. We're still on 124 subscribers. I think that we can reach 130 before the end of the match. And if you are an FCC's fan, remember that after this match between FCC and Charlotte Independence in the USLW, there's gonna be another match from the USL2 team at 7:30 p.m. approximately because of the delay of the heat wave. FCC is gonna be facing North Carolina Fusion in a new game. Also, while we wait for the players to come back up, remember who is still in the bench and could come in. On FCC, we have Kiara Copping, Aika Tobaru, Miranda Mulhouse, Olivia O'Halloran, Mia Dixie, and Julia Hayes. Meanwhile, on Charlotte Independence, we have Tori Paul and Elizabeth Navola. The players slowly but surely make their way back to the field. We still have 14 more minutes. Plus some added time, that's maybe gonna add up to maybe 17 more minutes. 18 if the ref's speaking. Right now, a goal kick that Laura Bulk plays with the captain Kelly Havens. Kelly with a long pass reaching Ashton Brooks, but there's no one there. Regan Culver was the player closest. But finally, Howard with the recovery with the pass towards number 18, Sydney Smith. Smith looking for Serena Spade. Good control by number 10. Serena has to play back to the goalkeeper, Madison Howard. Madison with Kaufman. Here comes Kerry. Kerry Kaufman with a good run, with a good pass towards Nicole Poole. Here comes Nicole. The ball left the field. despite the best efforts of both Kaufman and Poole. And it's a throw-in for FCC. Martina Cordova waiting for the other ball to come out. There goes the ball. And now with just only one ball, Martina Cordova is able to do the throw-in. There goes Martina looking for Regan Culver. It was Naroa Domenech who headed the ball forward. And a throw-in for Charlotte. Nicole Poole reaching. Samantha Whittaker. Poor control. Recovery, turnover for FCC. Martina back to Kelly Havens. Havens with a long pass. Recovery by Kaufman. Kaufman with Sydney Smith. And now Sydney plays it long. Recovery by number 7, Juliana Viera, who dribbles, who keeps the ball, and plays it back to Josie Stutter. Josie with Kelly. Kelly Havens. Havens with a long pass. Yet again looking for Ashton Brooks. Good header by Ashton. Caroline Palmer with a new header. And Ashton Brooks fights for the ball. And it goes for FCC with Naroa Domenech. Naroa with Brooks. Brooks with Domenech. Naroa opening with Regan Culver. Regan with a good opportunity here. At full speed, Regan Culver with the pass to Ashton Brooks. Ashton back to Naroa. Domenech so close. Really close to score the second goal of the match. It's gonna be a goal kick. Once again, a good association between the players of FCC almost ends up in a goal. So, Madison Howard already playing short with Kerry Kaufman. Here comes Kerry with a long pass towards the left. It's a good opportunity here. The assistant ref raised his flag. It's an offside position, ladies and gentlemen, so don't get too excited. So far, FCC has played a great game, avoiding great situations from Charlotte Independence with a lot of offsides. Pass towards the left, good control by Juliana Viera. Juliana lost it, and it's gonna be a counter-attack. Here comes Serena Spey. Serena with the pass towards Yates. It wasn't a good pass, and it's a good one, this one. But Laura Vogt recovers the ball. Good catch. 10 more minutes, at least from the regular time. Laura with a long ball forward to the midfield. The header by... Oh, here's a good opportunity. Let's see. At full speed, here comes Jeanette Filsen. Jeanette with the dribbling, with the shot. Once again, really close. This time, Charlotte Independence got lucky after that amazing shot from Jeanette Filsen. It's a new goal kick. FCC should score as soon as they can, because the goals that you don't score in the other's goal end up in your own. Jerry Kaufman coming back. Jeanette Filsen. It was Regan Culver putting some pressure. And now they have to play back with Madison Howard. Madison with Sydney Smith. Ashton Brooks trying to recover the ball. It's gonna be a throw-in for Charlotte. There goes the pass from number 17, Julia Greer, towards Serena Spy. Their recovery by Caroline Palmer. Great passes here. Ashton Brooks with Caroline Palmer, and Caroline for the goal. Palmer! The rebound! Let's see. No, Madison Howard makes the save. How unlucky for Caroline Palmer, who had two great situations today. One was stopped by the post. The other one was saved by Madison Howard. Great opportunity here. It was a great pass, a great 1-2 from Ashton Brooks to Caroline Palmer. And after that, Madison Howard was able to save Charlotte Independence from suffering the second goal in the match. The ref says there is a foul. I believe it's from Shannon Stutter or Josie. Right there. And a free kick for Charlotte Independence. Right now, a free kick near the yard number 40. No, wait. The refs. So it wasn't a foul, but the ref stopped it, and he allowed the game to continue with a drop ball. Laura Vogt. Laura looking for Martina Cordova. Good control, good dribbling. Let's see Martina with the pass towards Regan Culver. Regan Culver with the pass towards Janet Pilsen. And Janet comes at full speed trying to surpass Kerry Kaufman. She takes her time. She plays with Regan. Culver with the cross. And Madison Howard is able to catch the ball and stop the attack. There goes Madison towards the midfield. Good control. Regan Culver has to fight for the ball. Alongside, it was a great pass down, but Martina Cordova help out, intervene, and recover the ball with a throw-in. So far, an almost perfect match from FCC today, minus some errors here and there. There is a substitution. Ashton Brooks leaves the field, and number 23 is being subbed in, Julia Hayes. So that's the substitution. Ashton Brooks played a lot today. She ran a lot. She helped out a lot. And now, a good call, I think, by Josh Kremers, replacing the striker with another striker. Julia Hayes trying to recover the ball. There was a foul previous to the efforts from Julia, and a free kick for Charlotte. Everyone coming back up. Sydney Smith with the only purpose to send this ball as far as possible. There goes Sydney. It's a good one, but Kelly Havens heads it out. And now Regan Culver. She lost it, but she was able to win a throw-in. Regan Culver. No, Martina Cordova is going to be the one responsible for the throw-in. Let's see. There goes the header right there in the midfield. The pressure now by Caroline Palmer. Julia Greer. Once again, Julia with a long pass looking for Serena. Josie Stutter sending the ball out of the field. It's a throw-in for Charlotte Independence. Here comes Caroline Peters. Good pressure there by Juliana Viera. Once again, Peters with the pass and the clearance right there by Kelly Havens. Sydney Smith. Sydney with Kerry Kaufman. Kaufman going forward, sending a long ball. Great control here by Serena. Finally, Kelly Havens helping out Caroline. Caroline Palmer playing with Julia Hayes. Julia with Naroa Dominic. And on the right side, here comes Janet Pilsen. Janet dribbling, keeping the ball, playing it with Caroline Palmer. Caroline with Juliana Viera. Here comes the Uruguayan left back with the shot. I believe it was a cross, but it ended up being a shot. It's a goal kick for Charlotte Independence. Only 5 more minutes in store. Plus some added time, of course. But only 4 minutes, 30 seconds of regular time. There goes the goal kick by Madison Howard. The header by Shannon Stutter. The clearance towards the midfield by Charlotte Independence. And they managed to keep the ball. Here comes Julia Greer looking for her teammate. That's an offside position from Julia Greer, of course. And a free kick for FCC. Josie Stutter is going to be the one responsible with this free kick right there. She has 2 options. She either plays in short with Kelly. No, she decides to go long. Looking for Julia Hayes. It's a good pass. A good intervention by Sydney Smith. She was in a good position. The recovery by Juliana Viera. He has to play back now to number 9, Caroline Palmer. Palmer back to Josie Stutter. Stutter back to Laura Vogt. Laura Vogt towards the right side. Good control here by Martina Cordova. Finally, the clearance by Charlotte and a new throw-in for FCC. Last few minutes. There goes the throw-in, Martina Cordova, who played in short with Jeanette Pilsen. Finally, they cleared it out. Once again, Cordova, the pressure by Julia Hayes. And the recovery by Jeanette Pilsen. Good dribbling once again. And unfortunately, Jeanette was sent out of the field with everything and ball. So it's a throw-in, a defensive throw-in for Charlotte Independence, reaching the end of the game. There goes the throw-in. FCC trying to put some pressure to recover the ball. Good efforts here. Great dribbling yet again by who? By Janet Pilsen. Janet tries to push through. She couldn't do anything else, but is able to win a throw-in. Regan Culver and Janet Pilsen. Culver with Pilsen. Pilsen keeping with the ball, wasting a little bit of time, and winning a new throw-in that Regan Culver is about to do. There goes the throw-in towards Julia Hayes. Julia, she's inside of the box. What's she gonna do? She does a cross. Sydney Smith, be careful here. That is not a penalty. The pass back. And no! Narua Domenic failed to shoot towards the goal. They almost had the second goal of the match. How many mistakes from Charlotte here. And Janet Pilsen, who played it back to Naroa. Naroa couldn't shoot properly. I think that she wasn't expecting the ball still. It is a corner kick for FCC. Let's see if they are able to score now. They get ready to send this ball flying towards the box of Charlotte Independence. There goes the throw into the far post. The header by Kelly. The rebound and the clearance is not really good though. Here comes the shot by Naroa. And the catch by Madison Howard. It is a long ball. I don't think there's nobody there. The header and the recovery by Janet Pilsen. Regan Culver asks for a pass. Janet decides to keep the ball with herself and now play back. Here comes Shannon Stuther, now with Regan Culver. Regan back to Shannon. Shannon towards the center with Naroa Domenic. Naroa keeping the ball. Now playing with Janet Pilsen. Janet with Naroa. Domenic tries to do a cross. It went off on Nicole Poole, and it's a new throw-in. This is what FCC should try to do in these last minutes. Keep the ball and avoid any type of danger from Charlotte Independence. They can score if you have the ball, unless you score an own goal, but that would just be ridiculous. So, as soon as Nicole gets back up, it's gonna be a throw-in, and we are already playing injury time. I believe we're gonna play until the 93rd, the 93 or 94 minute. How many more? 5 more! I believe it's 5 more. Julia Hayes with the control, still inside of the field. Good guarding the ball, and they managed to win a corner kick. Good effort by Julia. They're gonna play in short. At least I would believe that. Yeah, they do. Viera with Janet Pilsen. Here comes Janet. Janet dribbles a little bit. She takes the ball back. Plays with Julia. Here comes Julia Hayes with the cross, the header. And the rebound goes towards Julia. Julia with Janet. Janet loses the ball. And that's a foul, bad advantage rule. So the game continues. Long pass. The ball went out. And so, it is a throw-in for FCC. Here comes Regan Culver with the throw-in. Trying to reach Julia. Here comes Julia Hayes, keeping the ball inside of the field. She's gonna take the ball towards the corner kick. And, well, unless it's not a goal kick, it's a throw-in, a defensive throw-in. Almost at the end of the field. So, FCC has the opportunity to recover it. And they do! Here comes Naroa Domenic with the pass towards Julia Hayes. Julia with Janet. Pilsen. Janet keeps the ball. She waits a little bit of time. She waits. It's a good recovery by Charlotte Independence. And be careful with a counter-attack. A really long ball. Good control and be careful. Here comes Charlotte Independence. 2v4. Serena spike on an offside position yet again. Let's see. So they're yeah, an offside position as clear as the day. There are no doubts here. Free kick that Kelly Havens, the captain of FCC, is about to do. There goes Kelly with the free kick, looking for Janet Filson. Good control by Janet. Here comes at full speed. She got stopped by Sydney Smith. And it's a throw-in nevertheless for FCC. If they manage to keep the ball, they are gonna win. Martina Cordova finally is the one responsible for the throw-in, looking for Julia Hayes. The striker, control, oh no, she almost controlled it. She wasn't able to, and it's a goal kick then for Charlotte Independence. There are 2 balls inside of the field right now. They have to take one out, and they do so. Madison Howard ready to do the goal kick. It's a long ball towards the left side. It's a recovery here by Caroline Palmer. She tried to play with Julia Hayes. It's a really long one, and it's a great pass. It's a great opportunity for Charlotte Independence to reach the equalizer. And it's gonna be a corner kick. It's gonna be a corner kick, everyone. Be ready, because Charlotte Independence is gonna have an amazing opportunity to reach the 1-1. Caroline Peters is the one responsible to send the ball flying towards the box of Laura Vogt. And almost all of the players of Charlotte Independence are ready. And so are the players of FCC. Here comes the cross towards the first post, Naroa Domenech with the header, and it's a counter-attack. It is a counter-attack, 1v1 at full speed. Here comes Caroline Palmer for her goal. Caroline, the goalkeeper, Madison Howard. She keeps Charlotte Independence alive. And now Charlotte is gonna look for the equalizer once again. Long pass, the header by Josie Stutter. Once again, Kelly Havens with the clearance, ladies and gentlemen. The ball comes and goes as Charlotte Independence wants. And here comes Julia, the clearance once again. FCC defending this victory with everything they got. There goes the throw-in, the header once again. This time by number 7, Juliana Viera. Once again the throw-in. Juliana Viera with the clearance. It's not as good though. She managed to recover it. They had to clear it out, but the ref says there was a handball from Serena Speck. No, for number 12, Aiden Yates. And so it's a free kick for FCC as we play the final minute of the game. Josie Stutter, she needs to send it long. There goes the ball. It's gonna be a throw-in. But ladies and gentlemen, the ref blows the final whistle of the game of the season. And here at Monroe High School Stadium, FCC has won the season finale match of the South Atlantic Division. A great effort from the team coach by Josh Kremers. They were able to reach the 3rd victory of the season thanks to that only goal from Juliana Viera. Great effort from a team that deserves so much better. But they were able to finish this season with a big smile on their faces. Charlotte Independence proved to be a really good rival. Laura Vogt made 2 amazing saves on the first half that were able to stop Charlotte Independence, and after that FCC had a lot of situations, mostly with Caroline Palmer, and Caroline wasn't able to score her goal. But still, great feeling for FCC as they finish this season of the USLW with a victory, all thanks to Juliana Viera. And ladies and gentlemen, as the players are leaving the field celebrating, remember, the USLW team of FCC is gonna be playing at around 7:30 against North Carolina Fusion. This has been a broadcast produced by Better Media with the direction of Lautaro Bernadette and the assistance of Jorge Gentile and Heidi Molina. To that, number 13, Ivy Woodings was the only goal of the match. The cross by Janet Pilsen and an amazing finishing touch from Juliana Viera. That was the only goal of the match. That's why FCC can proudly take this photo as they finish the season. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for staying tuned until the end on FCC's YouTube channel. And stay tuned because we're going to keep broadcasting FCC's matches. This has been all until the next game of FCC. Bye-bye.